In this episode, we cover black biker history and black motorcycle clubs like the Flamin' Knights MC, the Sin City Disciples, Porsche Teller, Tommy Bolton, William B. Johnson. We get into it on this episode of Demons Row TV. And oh yeah, we ghosting, baby. Big shout to the Ghosts and the Ghost Sets. Welcome to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture, where we cover everything motorcycle and motorcycle club involved. I'm Sos the Ghost. I'm your host for the evening, and today we're gonna break down black biker history, black motorcycle clubs. We did another video about black outlaw motorcycle clubs and black biker history, and they got a crazy response, and a lot of people wanted to hear about more clubs and more legends of the culture with a black descent. So here we go with a part 2. But real quick before we get into it, because of some of the views of what we talk about on the show, we were recently demonetized by YouTube. So if you want to support the show and keep us running, go to patreon.com, Demons Row. We're on there. You can help keep the show running that way. Also follow our second page, the Sos the Ghost page, and our short clips page, Demons and Outlaws. There it's monetized, so we're going to be doing a lot of content on there. So follow those pages and let's get into this history. The Sin City Disciples are 1%er outlaw motorcycle club that started in Gary, Indiana in 1967. Gary is located 25 miles southeast of Chicago, Illinois. Sometimes referred to as 1934, Sin City prides itself on being open to all men, regardless of race or color. They are one of the most well-known, widespread, and oldest black outlaw motorcycle clubs. However, they do also allow non-blacks to become members. Members of the club ride Harley-Davidson motorcycles. The club is well known for serving a large number of charity organizations. The term 1934 Express is also used relating to the 19th, 3rd, and 4th letters of the alphabet, S, C, and D, for Sin City Disciples. Sin City Disciples Motorcycle Club also uses the abbreviation of DFFD, which stands for Disciples Forever, Forever Disciples. Sin City Disciples was founded by and started to allow minorities such as African American and other racially segregated communities into a space held by traditional 1% outlaw all-white motorcycle clubs. By allowing membership to men of all races that meet the strict criteria to become a club member, they changed the way in which MCs are now judged and rapidly grew to become one of the largest 1% clubs in America. The Sin City Disciples are known for breaking the mold of the traditional segregation and racism in 1%er MCs and continue to be one of only a handful of traditional motorcycle clubs that are not racially segregated and pride themselves on the unity, brotherhood, and the families of all the brothers within the nation as their own, as they have developed this unique camaraderie while riding and defending one another. Sin City Disciples have large charters in every state across America, in addition to active charters in Canada, Europe, Asia, Australia, and South America. They are considered to be one of the oldest and largest outlaw clubs still in existence till today. While exact membership is unknown, it has been rumored that they have thousands of active members. They have numerous support clubs in various states across the country. The Flamin' Knights. The Flamin' Knights Motorcycle Club started in the garage of Leroy Bolden, aka King Dragon, in New Haven, CT, April 27th, 1968. When they first lit the first fire, it was because of brotherhood, the iron, and the road. The second clubhouse was on Daggett Street. Third clubhouse was on West Street, and they kept on growing. The name Flamin' Knights came from the way the fellows were promiscuous with the ladies, so since they thought they were hot, it suggested by their ladies that they called themselves Flaming Knights. They quickly spread through the East Coast. Then around 1993 or 1994, Johnny Ringo came out to the West Coast, where he founded Southern California. In 2009, Sir Gat brought the fire north to Sacramento from San Diego Castle as they continue to spread all around the country. Tommy Tombo Bolton is one of the most accomplished and influential African American motorcycle racers of all time. Tombo amassed over 25 championships, built a highly respected business, and secured major sponsors, helping to pave the way for other great African American motorcycle drag racers like Glenn Nickelberry, Rick Gadsden, Reggie Showers, Eddie Murphy, and Michael Phillips. Perhaps his greatest accomplishment came at the Texas Motorplex in 1990 when Bolton, aboard his turbocharged, alcohol-burning Suzuki Funny Bike, became the first African-American drag bike racer to eclipse 200 miles per hour with a 7.18 at 205 miles per hour. At the time, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, Bolton said. My peers were the ones who pointed out how only a few other guys had been over 200 miles per hour and how I was the first African American to do it. That's when it sunk in that I accomplished something really special. Bolton was also the first African American to run in the 7.0s. The magical 6-second elapsed time always eluded him by the slimmest margins. The 54-year-old started working on his friend's mini bikes for pay at the young age of 11. Tombo grew up in Los Angeles in what he describes as a drag racing paradise. Races, drag strips, and bike shops were all plentiful, and he lived right down the street from the famous RC Engineering. That's where he met legends to be Terry Vance and Byron Hines. Nearby, he also met one of the leading pioneers in four-cylinder race motors, Honda, Jim McGlynn, who really gave young Tombo a taste of motorcycle racing. In the early 90s, Tombo ventured into the ultra-competitive world of NHR Pro Stock motorcycle racing. He became the category's first African-American racer to receive a major sponsorship when Torco backed him. It seems as if Tombo had tried and succeeded in nearly everything the sport had to offer. He even worked as a tech director for the IDBA. In 2011, Bolton was forced to take a break after suffering a heart attack. Today, Bolton is pleased to report his health and his business are in excellent shape. Bolton has been busy pumping out quick street bikes, custom V-twins, and full-fledged drag bikes. He also had a hand in one of the world's quickest pro mod bikes over the years. Now let's talk about Porsche Teller. Born in Honolulu and raised in Los Angeles, Porsche Teller has over 20 years of experience in branding, event production, and social media. She has gained national acclaim for delivering quality work and providing creative expertise by building a bridge between today's trendsetters and popular athletic and motorsports brands, while ultimately turning her passion for riding and writing into a career with the creation of Black Girls Ride magazine. During her education at UCLA, Porsche put her passion for event planning to use, producing campus events and fundraisers for beloved Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Inc. While in school, she began a career at A&M Records, heading up college promotions for Shaquille O'Neal's Twism imprint, and graduating in 2000 with a BA degree in history. In 2003, Porsche developed a passion for motorcycles and the biker lifestyle and grew to love the thrill of the ride. She has since become an accomplished motorcycle rider with dozens of cross-country trips and thousands of miles in her rear view. As a rider with a background in historical research, she became curious about other women of color who blazed the trail in motorsports and how they evolved in the new millennium. Recognizing the need for representation of women of color in motorsports, Porsche became the founder and publisher of Black Girls Ride magazine on January 1st, 2011. BGR is an exclusive celebration of all women who live the ride, with profiles of professional racers and riders. Since its inception, BGR has become a trusted source for new product launches, reviews, and women's rider fashion. Porsche has taken the BGR movement a step further by implementing the rider education events across the nation, including the 7th annual Beautiful Bikers Conference and the 3rd annual Black Girls Ride the Essence Fest. Now let's talk about William B. Wild Bill Johnson, hill climb racer and Harley shop owner. Wild Bill was born in the 1890s and was known around his town as a guy who had a way with machines. In an old blacksmith shop in Westchester County, New York, he opened his own place where he fixed machines, including bicycles and new motorcycles. An accomplished rider, when the AMA wanted to hold a motorcycle hill climb on a piece of property in his town, the property owner insisted Wild Bill compete. The AMA leadership allowed it, and William B. Johnson was the first African-American man to be granted an AMA card, though he sometimes had to tell organizers he was a Native American in order to race. That little blacksmith shop soon became a full-fledged Harley-Davidson dealership, and Johnson went on to run it and ride until his 80s, dying in 1985. So rest in peace to William B. Johnson. I hope you enjoyed this Black biker history. We're gonna get into all kind of different histories. Let me know in the comments other forms of history that you want me to dive into. If you have articles and stuff like that, send it to demonsrow@gmail.com. If you want to support the row, get your Ghostaveli Mask now. They're on www.demonsrow.com, or follow the Patreon Demons Row. I got another video where I talk about black outlaw motorcycle clubs and black biker history. It'll be linked above. And thank you for tuning in to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture. Like, subscribe, and comment. And oh yeah, we ghosting, baby.
Oh.